Good morning. Today we're back at Walmart. We're going to check out some of their sale prices for the week, see what their shelves look like. Let's go have a look. So it is December 4th. Looks like we're a little low on some apples, pears. Not surprised. At least they got some. Doesn't look as bad as it did a few weeks ago. Some fresh items. Boy. Does look like they are low on some produce though, but they do have some. We've seen it more wiped out than this. Let's see here, $2.48 for a thing of broccoli. That sounds a little high, but it is what it is. See, this is what I was talking about, guys. A lot of these usually sell for, you know, they've been on sale at a lot of places for $1. They're back up to $1.38. It's pretty expensive. You can get a 3-pack here for $3.37, making it a little cheaper. Not much. Looks like celery is back up. $2.46, $1.96 for the bigger stalks that aren't already cut though. A lot of you guys have talked about being out of bags of lettuce. I've said this in a lot of videos. Me and Jess usually just get a head of lettuce and make our own. And I gotta say, this doesn't look too good. Like, I would not buy lettuce that is like brown. But if that's what people like, that's what they like. These are pretty nice. Get like a little meal in this salad. $3 for that though. They do have some where they have a little bit of a sale. So these red potatoes that they have, they must have put a fresh batch here, and then these are older. These ones don't look so good. These ones do. $1.24 a pound. Seems a bit much, but it is what it is. They have these russet 5-pound bags for $2.24. A little higher, considering they sold them for $1 last week, but it was Thanksgiving week, so that's understandable. These have gone up. These were $2.99 a couple weeks ago. These little tiny red ones. These are good. They have these at Kroger for $2.99. Bananas are down to 29 cents a pound, which that's pretty good. That's a good deal. And they do have a lot of them. So I'm checking on some of the things that you guys have left in the comments. You guys have said Walmart's been hit or miss for you all over the place, all over the country. They do have bread here. I know a lot of you guys were saying the places were low on bread, which there is stuff missing. You know, there really is. But they do have a lot more than they had a few weeks ago, even before Thanksgiving. And it looks like they're good on bagels and hot dog buns, stuff like that. Looks like the bakery's pretty well stocked up too, so that's good to see. So I'm basically walking around checking some of the things that you guys have pointed out to me, specifically with Walmart. You know, there's been a lot of issues with Walmart getting stuff in, so we're just gonna kind of walk around, see what we see. I'll try to remember a lot of the things you guys have mentioned waffles. Does look like Walmart has probably been the best store that we've seen waffles, Eggo waffles anyway. And they do have their great value waffles. And they've got, some of you guys were talking about these sausage, egg, and cheese croissants. Great value, saying they're pretty good. $3.98. That's not a bad deal, all considering. I think the last of we saw of Jimmy Dean, it was like $5.99. Well, here, they got them right here. Let's see. So the 8 count is $10. So, okay, that would be basically equivalent to $5 for 4 of them. So that's not a bad deal, all considering. And actually, it would be smart to buy the 8 count because you're going to spend an extra $1, $5.98 for the 4 count of the Jimmy Dean croissants that we all love. I will say pretty much everywhere we go seems to be less and less ice cream. There's ice cream, you know, there's a lot, but like homemade, they're moving things around because homemade would take up this whole case. Now they've mixed it with Turkey Hill, and they have less of the smaller ones that you can buy. So I don't know if they're just not getting them in, but they have condensed this. A couple of you guys were commenting about JTM hoagies. They do have them here. This is the complete sandwich pack. I don't know if they sell them by the singles right now. Me and Jess haven't been able to find them. Just the patties, because we like buying different buns and using our own. Most of the stores are laying these pizzas and a lot of their meals out flat Not so much with these, but they're trying to spread it out in a way that they can fill, trying to spread it out in a way to where it looks good and they don't have a lot of empty spaces. I do understand that. You know, presentation. You want it to look good. However, it looks like we have an issue here. It looks like they are pretty well loaded on their version of fries. We haven't seen these in a while. Their version, and they have the Ore-Ida hash browns, fries, lots of potato products we haven't been able to find. They even got the waffle fries back, so that's good. One thing I wanted to show here is they do have a lot of frozen vegetables. And that is good because we've had trouble finding our frozen veggies, and they seem to be pretty well loaded. Pretty much all of them, even the cheaper brands of the mixed vegetables. This is really good for vegetable soup. 84 cents, that's a 20 cents less than what Kroger's is. Kroger's is $1. Even less for the peas. 77 cents. That's a pretty good deal. One other thing, Walmart must have gotten the memo. There are stacks and stacks and stacks of ramen noodles all over the place. I know some of you guys have left comments on my last video about SpaghettiOs saying that you have been having trouble finding them. You can tell they've got some, but not many. So this may be something that we have trouble getting here for a while. So when you see your SpaghettiOs, like me, buy up a few so you got some extra. One of you guys was talking about the giant dill pickles that they have on sale here at Walmart for $4.24. That is a pretty good deal. Mount Olive's kosher dills, $4.24. Thank you, whoever shouted that one out. A lot of you guys have also commented on ranch dressing. They do have some here. They got the smaller ones, they got the giant ones. They do have a lot more of their own ranch. This is something that has been a problem. I've seen in a few stores, they've been wiped out on ranch. So it's good that they've got it here. Also right next to it, we got Miracle Whip, $4.48. That's cheaper than what we saw at GFS. It was $7.99 for the same thing. So some things at GPS, you're just not gonna get for the right price. So you do gotta look around, try to shop around and find the best deals. Somebody was saying down in the comments they couldn't find lasagna noodles. They do have these here at Walmart. However, I will say that it is pretty much wiped out on everything else. Very low on spaghetti. I don't know. They've got a lot of their brand, pretty much only their brand. They do have some, not many. Something that continues to get wiped out, seems week to week. Also across from the pasta here, we do have plenty of these big boxes of ramen noodles. $2.64 for 12 packs. Doesn't seem like a bad deal, all considering. And these packs at Walmart, the singles, are still 42 cents. Look at this. As I was walking by, I found the creamy chicken. I'm gonna buy up a few of these. I guess they sell them in the single packs, 28 cents a piece. Wow, that's funny. That is hilarious. I haven't seen these and I can't tell you how long. Do have lots of spaghetti sauce, probably because nobody can make spaghetti because they don't have any noodles. But you can see where some of it is, you know, kind of bought up here. Just, it is what it is. Don't see too much of a difference in the prices of spaghetti sauce. One thing's for sure, and for a little cheaper, they do have Del Monte here. Some of you guys were commenting that you couldn't find Del Monte vegetables, canned vegetables, that these are your favorite kind. I agree with you. These are my favorite too, mine and Jess. And $1.18's not too bad of a price because it's $1.25 all the time at Kroger, unless they have a big sale. And that's pretty much their main grouping here. They do have some of their own, but Del Monte's the way to go. They've got plenty of peanut butter with no limits on it. Never tried the Great Value peanut butter. Let me know down below if you've tried Walmart's version of peanut butter. Let me know how it is. Plenty of cooking oil here. This was another item that people have brought up, Crisco and Value brands. I will say that the large ones here, though, seem to be the ones going, probably because it's a little bit of a better price, probably, I would assume. Also, you guys were talking about sugar and how sugar has been on the short lately. Looks like they have plenty here. I don't know how long it takes them to get wiped out on sugar, but it seems like they got a good amount. One thing, I'm not finding much Domino sugar, which is kind of funny. So Domino must be one that they're having trouble getting, because this is where it all used to be. They're replacing it with Splenda, and other different kinds of sugars. They do have the big pack of Domino sugar there for $4.43. If that's your favorite sugar, that may be the way you gotta go. You guys have also mentioned flour. I will say it is pretty low on flour if you need to get a small thing of it. I know this is probably the most we would ever buy because, you know, you can store it away. And I don't know if it expires. I think flour does expire at some point. Pretty cheap though for the great value. And they do have some of the famous gold medal flour, which is really good. A little more expensive, but looks like they got plenty of that. Most of the stuff that's going to be wiped out is their cheaper brands. Haven't tried too many great value brands. One thing I can tell you is I do not like great value milk. I've never been a fan of their milk. I know a lot of people are. But here we can see a lot of spices kind of getting hit again. Not too surprising. People are getting this stuff for the holidays. Get ready to cook some big meals. They have some of these meal kits like this pot roast kit here. $17. We've seen that cheaper at Kroger and especially at Aldi's. Aldi's, don't know what the meat weight is for the whole package. It's 63 ounces, so that is pretty big. Here we got a couple ribeyes that are on sale, $24.14, 2 pounds, normally $32.19. So yeah, okay, they make it look like it's a better deal anyway, and it is. It really is, and that brings it to about $12 a ribeye. They are, they're about a pound each. So yeah, that's about the best we're gonna find. One of the big topics of conversation has been how Kellogg's has been on strike. And you can tell there are a lot of cereals missing here. And I don't know if it's just Kellogg's either. I'm seeing other stuff. But as we've seen in every store, they have a overabundance of Honey Nut Cheerios, which is good because that's our favorite Cheerios. Mega Box, $4.98. That's a good deal. I'm getting that while they got it. Yeah, we love our Honey Nut Cheerios. Well, it's a good thing I got my coffee made when I did at Sam's Club. They're completely wiped out. And as you can see, for $4.66, that's a pretty good deal. But, we get the coffee made I get at Sam's Club, $5.98, which is basically double one of these. They are glad to see they got Folgers back in. They had hardly any the last time I was here. I will say, even though it looks low, they do have more coffee than they had the last time we were here. They were out of a lot of this stuff. One thing I'm noticing right here right away is the tea. Why is all this tea gone? This is kind of strange. Normally tea is just stacked up. I don't know if people are just buying this up. It might be something new in the future we'll have to look at. I don't know. As you can see here, we're having another hit on the juice drinks for kids. For God's sakes, can we keep this stuff coming in for kids' lunches? Some kids, this is probably all they look forward to. I don't want to say that, but you can see they do have a lot of the hugs. But I mean, this is crazy. Like, you would think that Walmart would come up with a great value version. They probably make a fortune. That Walmart has struggled to get in is a lot of different lunch meats. They do seem like they have more than they did the other day when we were here. But they are still kind of wiped out of a lot of different stuff. This could be the companies that can't get it in to send it to them. I found my black label bacon though for $6.99. We're gonna get this bad boy. A couple of you guys were talking about the Wright bacon, W-R-I-G-H-T bacon. They have the 3 pound, but it's $20. So we're gonna check it out at Sam's Club and get it for a few dollars cheaper. I want to try it, but for right now, Black Label's on sale, and that's my favorite bacon, so we're going with that, but we will try it. And for the most part, it looks like Walmart is keeping up on their cheese, which is good to see because we saw that one time where they were completely out of sliced cheese and all that. So it's good to see they got it back in. Plenty of shredded cheese. Looks good. I am starting to notice a comeback on Philadelphia cream cheese. They don't have many of the blocks like they did the last time, but they are getting more of the spreadable ones in that you guys have asked for. They do have the original, a little bit of a bigger one too. And they got some of the whipped. So maybe they're starting to get this in. And surprisingly, you guys have also said that you have found problems with butter. And yeah, we got plenty of butter here. Any kind you want. And actually, I would wait for Sam's Club because we basically get this and a third more for $5, but it's on sale for $3.78. And we love the country crock. There we go, $3.78. One thing I have noticed at Walmart, they always seem to have plenty of toilet paper these days. No need to worry about that here, at least for now. They got Quilted Northern, Cottonelle, all the good stuff. And they got their value brand, which is surprising because the last time we were here, they didn't have any of their brands. So it's good to see that. Plenty of paper towels. I had gone through the snacks aisle, and there was a lot of people in there getting everything, but they're really low on different like fruit snacks, granola bars, stuff like that. Even chips look pretty low. Looks like they got some more of the wet dog food. Hey, somebody left their coffee. Kind of funny. Doesn't seem like we've had much trouble with the wet dog food, and there's been plenty of dry. The real problem, as always, has been cat food, and you can see where they're really starting to spread this stuff out to kind of fill up the shelves. See what I'm saying? Like, we'll just put one there, which goes with that anyway. But yeah, it's been really hard to get cat food. I do tend to see a lot of these Shiba packs around. I'm surprised they have this much Fancy Feast. They didn't have this much last time. They're getting more of the big boxes in though, which are actually a pretty good deal. So you may want to check these out. This may be the way to go. 30 cans for $20. So Friskies might be making a little bit of a comeback here. They have the big boxes again here, which are always a little bit of a better deal, but they do have the single cans if your cat is picky. They do have a lot of the Friskies, so that's good to see. I know a lot of you guys out there like Friskies, so you may want to check your local Walmart and see if they got them in. Again, we are here on December 4th. I'm trying to take notes of things on the dates that we're here to know when these things are coming back in. Maybe get an idea of when the trucks are coming in. I don't know if it's the same for all areas, but, you know, and they do have quite a bit of the bigger bags of cat food. Hello, we are back from Walmart. It's actually the next morning. I completely forgot to do an ending. I was editing this video. Me and Jessica were up really late last night with her mom and dad. We had a great time. Headed out to Kings Island's Winterfest. It was a lot of fun. Had a blast. Saw lots of Christmas lights. Rode a pretty awesome roller coaster. A lot of fun. Walmart was, you know, it looked pretty good. And you'll have to forgive me because I just woke up and realized that I have to get this video out here for you guys by 8:30 this morning. So I got to finish editing. It's going to be a busy morning, but that's okay. Yeah, Walmart looked pretty good. You know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff missing, but there's a lot of stuff missing everywhere. You know, the meat section looked like it was, a lot of stuff was being bought up and everything. But for the most part, they had a lot of other stuff that you guys were asking about. They had a lot of that in. Like the ramen noodles. Looks like they're stocked up on that. I did check the baby food. Didn't get a chance to record it. There were a lot of people stocking it and everything. I didn't want to, you know, film while they were doing that. And yeah, that looked good. The pet food looked a lot better. There was a lot more. I was happy to see a lot of the Friskies because mostly that's what my mom's cat eats a lot. And the Fancy Feast. Just a lot of little things that I saw that were there that have been lacking in previous visits. We saw, you know, you guys had commented on the butter. I would check Walmart for a lot of these little things that you guys were asking about because they seem to be getting most of the stuff in that a lot of stores aren't. So, with all that being said, fun trip to Walmart. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm out, and always remember the adventure is out there.